Hello viewers, today I'll be servicing this Leisureways 10-inch circular fan. And sure, this is kind of a cheaper fan, but I don't think it's all that bad. It's got a wall mount base on the bottom, reasonably sized motor. But anyways, before this turns into a review, let's go ahead and take this thing apart. This has 6 screws on the back, which I will undo. Okay, once all the screws are out, now you have to pry it apart, which is the part I don't like. But the best way to do this is to start from the side here where the side adjustment thing is. Put the screwdriver behind there, kind of pull that out, just enough to get it separated there, and then the rest just kind of gently pulls off. So it actually snaps off much easier than I remember, but that's good. So this is clean enough that I'm not going to bother cleaning it. This is one of those fans where it's solid plastic, so I just strip out the motor and hose it down. But next thing I'll do is remove the blade. Let's just pull straight off. Typical looking blade. Now we have to get the motor off so we can oil it. So from here on out, oiling procedure is pretty standard. I'm going to use 3-in-1 non-detergent blue can, and I'm going to put a drop of oil in the front. And I'll put a drop of oil in the back. Now I will turn it on for a moment. Okay. Now I'm going to remount the motor. Let's get a new camera angle here. Now I will remount the motor. So the screws go into these 2 holes right there. And these 2 little holes here go into these 2 holes at the bottom of the motor. So I'm going to align this up. And now it's sitting in place here. I'm going to put the 2 screws back in. And be very careful with screwing these in. It's only going into plastic, so be very careful just to make it snug like this, and that's it. Otherwise, you'll end up stripping it, and then you'll have some problems. So just make it snug enough to stay on without any movement. That's going to be good enough. And next, the blade can go back on. The blade has no particular order in which it goes, so just put it back on any way you feel. It doesn't have an alignment notch or anything. Spin down time is pretty good. I'm going to turn it on again just to get the oil situated in there. Okay, I'll turn it off now. And now I'll put the front guard back on. So the guard, obviously the logo goes upright. And then I'm going to tilt this like this. And this part here has to go on there. Same on the other side. And there's little screws, no, not really screws. Now, let me zoom in so you can see it. Hopefully you can see that. There's a little hole there where the screw goes. It's right there. And you have to make sure this bar goes inside of there like this. And there's going to be 6 of those, one for every screw, all around. So you have to make sure those are all aligned. Once those are all aligned, I'm going to take it off in the same order. I'm going to put it back on rather in the same order that it came off. I'm going to do the initial snap over here on the right, so you can see that now it's connected on that side. And then I'm going to slowly close it around, moving over to the left. I'll do the same thing on the bottom here. Again, making sure that those screw things are where they should be. Okay, this is not quite cooperating over here. Okay. Now it's together. Now the screws have to go back in. This one on the handle is a little bit difficult to get in, especially when you don't have a magnetic screwdriver. So I'm actually going to use a tweezers here to drop it into place. And you may want to do the same thing to save yourself a lot of time and aggravation. The rest of them go in relatively easily. Now, I'd also like to underscore here that with these grill screws, you want to make sure you don't make them very tight, otherwise they could strip. Okay, at this point the thing is fully assembled, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Let's turn it low. Go to medium. And high. Now I'll switch it off. Oops. The spin down time is pretty good. So that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and out.